Another week, another community call. In today's video, we are going to talk about asset groups and ad optimization. And at the end of the call, we're gonna answer all the questions from our community members. So you don't wanna miss this out. Stay tuned.
Yes, hello guys. Okay, let me check. Yeah, so we have been doing great the past few days, and said on Monday was going to scale today. As we can see in the past 7 days regarding Google data, we have spent 1,100 euros with a nice CPC 0.34. That's pretty cheap, pretty okay. A nice 1.00 CTR. And a conversion value of 4.2K, which makes it a Google ROAS of 3.6. I like the overall store ROAS is way higher, so there's a leak of data most of the times. Like I said before, it's because of the GDPR compliance. And we also see the indicator here that we are limited by budget. And what Google said now is that we can scale to 240. I like to put 250 in there. I don't know if it's just because I'm stubborn and I want to do it my way, but I don't always follow the Google recommendations. I'm just gonna put 250 for now, and from this moment on. So, like you see now, we're not going to double budgets more like we did before with the lower budgets. From now on, we are going to scale less aggressively, also because it can really ruin the optimization of your campaign. And also keep in mind, don't scale every 2 or 3 days. Wait at least 4 to 5 days to scale most of the times. In 70 to 80% of the cases, wait at least 4 to 5 days. Or if you're seeing that your budget is overspending all like 2 or 3 days in a row, you can do it on the third day, but preferably you wait because the optimization of Google is 5 days. So we are now on 250 euros a day budget. And this is also the moment that you can consider a target ROAS. We are not doing that right now since our ROAS is really high without putting a target ROAS. But if your ROAS is 2.2 at this point or 2.4, you can put a target ROAS on here with this budget and just look at the data from the start of the campaign. So we started this campaign on the 22nd of May, and you see here the ROAS has been 3.9. So if you're going to put a target ROAS on there, start with the ROAS that it has been shown in Google. So I would have put here 390% if I had put a target ROAS on there. I don't feel the need to do it. I just want to give Google a bit more room to spend. If we're going to look at the product data, and especially with the product types, we see some that are popping off. So especially with outdoor lighting, as you can see here, outdoor lighting, we have a lot of products, a lot of product variants in there at this point. So these are not like actual product, but product variants, 2,200. And the ROAS, conversion value divided by cost, the ROAS is 8.5 only on this product type. And since it doesn't get that much spent, it only get like 126 euros spent, I prefer to put an extra asset group in there, because I feel like this can be scaled. So we're gonna create a asset group for the outdoor lighting, and we can also create one for wall lights, but we are still on a quite a low budget. So I don't like to create too many asset groups at this point. So we're going for one right now. We still have that competitor one, which I didn't turn on yet. I don't want to turn it on as well right now. I prefer to scale that one product type. So this is the Google strategy, it's just not one solution fits all. It really depends on the data. It depends on your situation. So if your ROAS is low at this point and the product types have a even ROAS, so there's not one that is popping out and there's not one that is like in a big trend, because as you can imagine, outdoor lights is in a big trend at this point. Let me check the Dutch Google Trends. I don't know if it's the right keyword. Let me check the keyword planner. So I was also playing with wall lights, but it got some spend. So this is, by the way, the Google Keyword Planner. You can access this one via your tools, and then under the section of planning, it says Keyword Planner, where you can see the actual monthly searches. If you didn't spend that much on Google yet, you will see the range of, you can see the range of between 1 and 10K, or between 10 and 100K. If you spend more and more on Google, you will be able to see the actual monthly searches. So let me take the keyword with the highest search volume. No, it's not that much in a trend actually, but I think we can definitely make an extra asset group for there, especially because the data in the product type shows us that it's getting a high ROAS, and it makes sense at this point because people will be more outside during the summer days. So we're creating one with outdoor lights, keep it simple. This so you can so this is the part at listing groups where you can pick the specific product type. I also shared this with you before. In the backend of Shopify, you can give your product a product type. It's, as you can see here, for example, on the right side, you have product types, and this automatically communicates with Google Ads. So it's really important. This will make it easy for you to divide your campaigns. So we're making one for outdoor lights. No images at all. Remove your logo as well, otherwise you will get a error.
A side note, by the way, guys, on the product research sheet, I always put these tags in there, so the VAs put the tags are automatically in there. So indeed, if we have table lights, and I've found some great table lights, I will put in there the tag table light, so Henk Jan gets them sent straight to Google Ads account. He does not have to do it themselves.
Yes, exactly. And regarding the keywords, so there are two ways to add in keywords. We have search teams, which is still in the beta. And when everything is still the beta, Google is still learning the best way to use it. So I still prefer the specific keyword ones, and those can be found at additional signals. Then you see here interest in detailed demographics, where you can click and then make a new segment. I'm gonna call this one outdoor lights. And as you can see here, people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. So this is actually pretty straightforward, I would say. So Google says, so put in keywords where people have these buying intentions, and I will match the asset group with those product types to those people. And we can find data over here. So I just put in like 3 keywords and Google already shows me the rest. So that's pretty easy. You can use, of course, DeepL, ChatGPT to create yourself some keywords. And I like to copy those, especially the ones with a high search volume. And we like to put as many keywords in here. So most of the times I start with all the ones that Google gives me. This is like not related to lamps. So this is I wouldn't put like the Philips one in here. People are not really, they're already in there with the intention to buy from Philips. So don't take the ones with a brand name. And as you can see, yeah, so this is, it's because it's because I'm Dutch and I can understand this more easily, but there's a variety of keywords that are related to outdoor lights. So this is more like spots in the ground, but the other ones are more like wall lights, lights with a sensor. So just try to put the ones in here with a nice volume above 1K. Is what I would say. Some product types have, of course, a lot higher volume. See what this page is showing. Yes, some of them can be put in here. Yeah. Well, I think we already have a nice batch of keywords, but I always like to add some more by using ChatGPT. So I'll just ask ChatGPT to generate some general keywords. Generate 20 general Dutch keywords for outdoor lights. And just to give
a lot of them we already used right now, I see.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a pretty nice way to add some more. And yeah, you can also use this to start with and then add on some other ones you find in Keyword Planner. And if they are like double, they are automatically removed. And by the way, I didn't show you this before, but first it said like between 100 and 500 million weekly impressions. But since I just added those in here, we see 500 million to 1 billion. So that's a good sign. That means we can target a lot of people with those keywords.
And we
And
don't
also
target with like, why does it say like the genders, etc.? What's that? Like it even showed like the genders and the age.
Yeah, so but this is most of the time pretty off, but sometimes I'm just selling woman clothes and then it said that there's more males. So the genders is pretty off most of the time, but aging, yeah. The data on demographics is not that good anymore since a couple of years. But yeah, it shows it, and it's just a good indication. 55 to 64 years, 4 years old makes sense as well. So yeah, it shows this as well. But I wouldn't follow this completely. And that's it actually. I just like to only put in the keywords. There are different strategies where you can also use data from customers that already visit your website, etc. But I seen this work the best for me. So this is what I create to double down on this specific asset group. I just did it with this one since I feel like this is, of course, in a bigger uptrend. Outdoor lights make sense. More people are going to sit outside since it's becoming summer, and it didn't get a lot of spend in comparison to the top performers, and the ROAS is even higher. So we could also create more on home and garden because I feel like this is also doing pretty okay. But you prefer don't use too much asset groups in the beginning. When we are going to scale with the budget, we can create more and more asset groups. So that's it for the asset group creation. Yeah, we could have put on competitors, but I don't feel like it for now. Since the campaign is already running great, it get it can get can compete with each other. So for now, it already overspent the campaign, so I'm not gonna do that.
Are asset groups, Hank, something we can compare with Facebook, as you have in Facebook like a CBO campaign, and then you have the ad sets that do the targeting and you can put in the interest? Are like assets the same way as you can see the ad sets in Facebook?
Exactly, that's the same way as you can see the ad sets.
Ah,
Exactly.
nice.
Yes. So it are just ad sets, but in a different way. It has a different packaging.
Now I understand why we start with like the empty all products. That means no targeting, just broad, like everything goes off. That's what we do on Facebook as well. But now you're just adding more interest because you see what kind of interests are working right now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And what if some like for example, I think there will be some assets that have like maybe 10 euros spent, but like 2 sales already with a crazy high ROAS. Is that something you would still consider making an asset group for?
You mean as in the product type?
Yeah, product
Or
type. You showed me like the list when the product types, and maybe some of them even have like, let's say 20 euros spent and a high, yeah, let's something like that.
this one, for example,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes. So if there's not that much products in there, I don't feel like creating a asset group for it all the time. But yeah, this is also one we could definitely create a extra asset group for.
Yeah, because I
But
know this product. This is like the betting on. I don't. It's just one product that we have, I believe. For this, it's yeah, the
yeah,
betting.
this
Here it
one.
is with multiple
Yeah.
SKUs, so that it says like a lot of. But we sell this one almost every day. Like that's funny.
Mhm.
Overrated. That's maybe overrated, but we sell this one a lot. And I know a lot of people are asking me like, "Hey, if one product is taking off, how much do we scale it with this one? Or this one only like
Yes.
track one sale?"
Yes. Well, we could do that definitely. Let me see. So like here it shows like only one sale, but probably because the tracking is off for this one. Let me check the orders in here.
I can I can click on the product Luxenzijde, and this means, oh yeah, it's only 2 sales in the last 90 days.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
not,
so yeah, not that small. I wouldn't say
no.
it's significant. No.
Okay. All right, got it.
Yes. Yeah, so you can create multiple asset groups, but keep it limited at the beginning. I would say keep it limited to 3 asset groups up until a budget of 250 euros a day. You can create more and more asset groups if you increase your budget as well. Of course, if you are in a situation where you have less and less products, you can create more asset groups focused on one product. That's definitely doable. Um, in this strategy, we of course using a lot of products, but yes, definitely if you have less products, you can create more asset groups and only put like one product in there. That's no problem. Especially if you know that that one certain product is doing it really well on Facebook, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, got it. All right, guys, let's hop over to some Q&A. Like if you guys have some questions around this kind of part, like for the Google side of stuff of things, let's get the Google questions first. After that, we can just do like some general Q&A that you guys have left. But what's the, let me see, you guys have some questions. Yes, join in. Oh,
Hi, bro.
hey,
Hi.
man.
Hello. Can you listen me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have first question I have is on Jason's behalf. He is in Australia, so he cannot ask this question. So he said me to ask you guys, and it's late night there. So
Yeah.
he while setting up the campaign, he is having the problem with final URL suffix. He don't know what to put inside there. So like what do you have
Oh yeah.
suggestion for that?
Yes. Oh, good. Let me find a solution. I had this also. I found it out. It was 2 months ago that I had that problem. Um, I don't have the answer straight away, but I will get back on this. I found the solution on Reddit. Oh, by the way, it is probably because he changed his company name. So if you create a campaign with asset groups here, it depends what you have put in your GMC, but the business name here, so I can just leave it like that, but probably Jason had his company name.
He put
Be-
his company name in there.
yeah, and then
Oh, okay.
changed it to his URL, do his domain name. But that is not allowed. It's in some sense, or you need to verify it in Google Ads. So I would say change it first in your GMC, the business name, and then it will automatically change in Google Ads as well, and then it will fix the final URL suffix. But there's also a Reddit on this. I will try to find it and share it in the community.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. And what about this is my question. So while creating the campaign, I missed the part of putting final URL. I just entered skip button and then I published the campaign and then later I got like, oh shit, I haven't added final URL. So can we edit it after publishing the campaign? Can we add
You
the
don't need
final
to
URL?
you don't need to add the final URL because it's gonna take the URL of the products from the GMC. You can leave that
So
like
there's
empty.
okay. Yeah, okay. And while after publishing the campaign, how much time it takes to start spending? Because it's been 4 to 5 hours and I haven't seen any changes, any spending in my Google account.
4 to 5 hours, you said?
Yes, 4 to 5
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. Google says it can take up to 24 to 48 hours, but you also need tracking installed. Otherwise, it's not gonna spend at all.
Yeah, I
First,
have like track B, and I have added tracking template also from track B.
okay. Yeah, okay, great. And then it also depends on the amount of products you have on your store. So if you're still having like 3 or 5 products because of the GMC
Um,
approval, it can also take more time because
okay,
there's less people to show it to. But Google's sometimes it goes live in 2 hours. Sometimes it takes 24 hours. It's also dependent on the amount of products you have. So just have a little bit of patience. After 24 to 48 hours, I would worry and then we can find a solution. For now, I would just leave it like this.
okay, bro. That's it.
Thanks,
Okay.
Yash. Thanks.
Thanks. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you found some value in this community call. I want to wish you guys a lot of luck on your e-commerce journey and have a nice day. Ciao.